Just another brother with another humble question. Just another brother with another humble question.
Welcome to A Brother with Questions. I am your host, B. Period. Man, I appreciate y'all for joining me. Before we get started, man, let me ask you to click that the subscribe button, the like button, and then don't forget to leave a comment, man. And if you so desire, go ahead and hit that bell too. Hit the bell so you know when these videos drop. But they're dropping every Monday and Thursday, so just put it on your calendar. Dropping every Monday and Thursday. Man, let's dive in, though, man. We're going to, now this happened, I believe, a little over a week ago, where Sexy Red was invited to a high school in St. Louis, and it didn't go well. so they, apparently they invited her to speak to the kids, and it sounds like she might have been performing as well. I can't imagine she went to the school and not perform. But apparently she showed up to the school, and they say she smelled like weed, and so someone at the school basically was like, "You're not coming up in here." And so after that, of course, as you might imagine, she got upset, and then she had this to say. She posted this video on her Twitter. Let's check it out.
Nobody called the police. So this school put me. I came up here, got you. Try to talk to the kids, get in the word of that. They don't put me on me. Tell me I smell like weed. Watch this. He gonna try to get mad. Fuck that old man. Bitch, you're nobody. Bitch, you like I'm finna sit with y'all. They ain't come to see you, Otis. Bitch. You heard who they screaming for? Oh yeah. Brother poked my head up.
So that's the video she posted. And then at some point during the day, somebody else posted this video. And so here she is. So since she didn't get in, some of the kids noticed, I guess she was outside, came outside, and then now she is doing this on the top or out of the sunroof of whatever vehicle she came in. So yeah, that happened. There's just so much. There's just so much wrong with this video. Not even the video, because Sexy Red is being Sexy Red. So if you know anything about Sexy Red, then this is who she is. Okay. Matter of fact, that might be a mild version of who she is. Here's my question, though. Who bright idea was to invite Sexy Red to the school to speak to the kids? Sexy Red. Now, if you don't know anything about her music is some of the most raunchiest music that I've heard from certainly a female. But honestly, in the game period, I mean, I guess if you go back in the day, you might go 2 Live Crew, but even with 2 Live Crew, the video and the imagery was more raunchier, I think, sometimes than the lyrics. But her lyrics and her videos are just straight raunchy, right? So, again, I'm not going to quote any of the lyrics, but if you really want to know, just go look at them. Just imagine, for those that don't know who she is, imagine what we probably thought about Little Kim when Little Kim first came out, and then go 10 times worse. That's to me, that kind of sums up Sexy Red. And so I'm just wondering why, if you're going to invite somebody to the school, why you invite Sexy Red to the school? Yes, I get it. From a kid perspective, the kids are probably very fascinated with Sexy Red. They probably listen to all her music So from that standpoint, I understand that that's what they're listening to. But to me, the point of the school system is to elevate the kid's mind beyond where they're already at. So they're already at her level, right? So we're not trying to, or at least in my opinion, the school isn't trying to make, I don't know how many kids go to that school, but let's say they're not trying to make another 1,000 sexy reds, right? So why would that be the standard that you bring to the kids in order for them to, she says she's supposed to be giving the word of the day? Like, what is she gonna say, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just mind-boggling that a school, a place where we're supposed to get higher education, would think, let's bring in her. Okay, I heard she might have went to that school at one point in time. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't doing nothing that's elevating anybody. Most kids are already at her level. So we need to be doing things in the school system to raise them above said level. You know, is there not a doctor? Is there not a lawyer? Is there not anybody that they could have brought in that was better than that to give a word of the day? And of course she showed up smelling like weed. That's who she is. They had probably put out the blunt when they rolled in the parking lot. It's like, what do you expect? But here's the bigger thing. From the crowd that was around her little car, certainly a lot of black kids. School in St. Louis, there might be a lot of black kids that go to that school. You know what they would never do at a majority white school? Bring in somebody like Sexy Red to inspire the kids. So why at our school, a school that at least seems like there's a lot of black kids that go there, why is that the standard for our kids? You know, we have in the black community, we have such a, what's the word? Such a celebration for entertainers. And every time it seems like we want a word of the day or we want an inspiration about what's going on in the world, the first person we seem to go holler at is an entertainer. And for the life of me, why? Why are these the people? Simply because, yes, they have platforms. I get it. Sure, they got platforms. But come on now. I'm going to give her credit and say maybe she graduated from high school. But I could tell from her lyrics, she probably wasn't no great reader and writer. And even when you look at other rap artists, these are not scholars. These are not people who went to college and got a degree. These are not thinkers that are thinking beyond the level of most people. So why are they the standard of who we need to go to? Still to this day, still mad at Joe Biden and the Democrats for doing interviews with Cardi B during the presidential run in 2020. Still mad. I still hold a big grudge about that. Why? What has a former stripper, former hustler, right? Because she admitted to hustling men out of their money for a period of her life. Once again, raunchy rapper have to contribute to asking questions of the man who's supposed to potentially be the free leader of the free world, as they say. It's only in our communities where they take these people and they prop them up as if they are the special ones, as they are the ones that we are supposed to be aspiring to in our society. They only do it to us. And we fall for it. We accept it. We don't call them out for it. And I'm not even talking necessarily white people, because we do this to ourselves too sometimes. I bet you the leadership of that school. I'm sure there was some white. There probably, maybe there's a principal of the two that's white, but I bet you there's a principal of the two that's probably black at that school too. And nobody in that room was like, "Nah, this ain't a good idea, y'all." So we do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves too. But I still don't understand why. We strive to be these great people, but yet every time we prop somebody up, we don't prop up the people who actually have thought and education behind them. And then when the people who do step up and who have thought and education behind them, we only accept what they say if they walk with whatever narrative we're running at the moment. The moment they curb away from the narrative, we tear them down too, regardless of their accomplishment. Doesn't matter that you went to school and obtained a PhD in a field that very few of us have PhDs in. That doesn't matter. You didn't say what the narrative that we wanted you to say. So it reminds me of a Ben Carson. Ben Carson was one of the most beloved black surgeons in the country. And then he started speaking. And then they found out, wait a minute, you sound like a conservative. And then he had the nerve, to support Donald Trump during the 2016 election. And then after that, it was a wrap. Ben Carson, well, while he may have been a great neurosurgeon, one of the best neurosurgeons that probably have ever graced the world, if you will, because at one point in time, because he's retired now, so I guess you can't call him that at the moment, but at one point in time, he was probably the leading neurosurgeon in the world, a black man. But because he showed you he had conservative principles, they threw him to the wayside. Do you know they don't even talk about this man no more? And when they do talk about him, they talk about how much of a fool he is because he had the nerves to endorse former President Donald Trump. But yet, we'll invite Sexy Red to the high school to inspire the kids. And then we had a nerve to ask, what's wrong with our community? I'm B. Period. And I'm out.